Welcome to tonight's Connecting Through Bhajans. At this point, I'd like to invite Sanya to lead us in our opening prayer, and we will go straight into our Bachuka Khan segment this evening. Thank you.
Sitaram everyone. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanao Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. For tonight's Bachuka Khan segment, our presenters are Sanaya, Janavi, and myself. So first we will have a reading done by Sanaya on the attributes of Lord Shiva. Then I will be doing the Lingashtakam, and for the first time we have Janavi, who is 6 years old, and she will be doing a reading on why does Lord Shiva have 3 eyes. So I now hand you over to Sanaya.
Sitaram! The attributes of Lord Shiva hold spiritual significance and symbolism that can offer valuable lessons for us in our daily lives. Here are some attributes. Trishul. Each point of the Trishul represents the 3 fundamental aspects of existence. Number 1, creation. Number 2, preservation. And number 3, destruction. It helps keep everything in order. It also symbolizes the power to overcome the 3 gunas of nature. These 3 qualities are found in all of us, but to different extents, which makes up our personality. The second attribute, the Damaru. When Lord Shiva plays the Damaru, it creates a special rhythm that is like the heartbeat of the universe. This rhythm represents the balance of everything around us, like day and night, good and bad, and the cycles of nature. It tells us that even when things change, there's always a beautiful rhythm that keeps everything in harmony. It teaches us that there is also a beautiful rhythm of life that represents the balance of nature. Another attribute is the snake. The serpent around Lord Shiva's neck represents Kundalini energy and the control over desires and ego. When we want something a lot, the snake symbolism tells us to think about whether it is really important or if we can be happy about it. And when we feel super proud, the snake nudges us to remember that everyone is special and it is good to be humble and kind. The third eye symbolizes the all-knowing and all-seeing aspects of Lord Shiva. It encourages developing insight and wisdom, seeing beyond the surface, and gaining a deeper understanding in oneself and the world. Nandi. Shiva's mount, Nandi, symbolizes strength, loyalty, and dharma, which is righteousness. Nandi is also seen as a gatekeeper to Lord Shiva's home, Mount Kailash. Another attribute is Mother Ganga. The river Ganges flowing through Shiva's matted hair symbolizes purity, cleansing, and the transcendence of spiritual knowledge. Ashes. Lord Shiva is often shown with Ashmed on his body, signifying the transient nature of life and the ultimate reality beyond material existence. Next attribute, the moon. Lord Shiva's crescent moon represents the passing of time and the cyclic nature of creation and the calming and soothing aspect of the divine. Next is his blue throat. The blue throat is a result of Lord Shiva's consumption of the poison halahal during the churning of the ocean, signifying his selfless act for the welfare of the universe. Lord Shiva sits on the tiger and wears tiger skin, which serves a reminder to his devotees to overcome fear, attachment, and the wild impulses of the mind through spiritual discipline and inner strength. These attributes of Lord Shiva collectively guide us on leading a balanced, mindful, and spiritually aligned life. Applying these principles can contribute to personal growth, inner peace, and a deeper connection with the divine aspects within oneself. Sitaram.
Thank you very much, Tanaya. So now I will be singing the Lingashtakam. Brahmamurarisurajithalingam Nirmalabhasitashobhitalingam Janmajadukkhavinashakalingam Tatpranamami sada Shivalingam Devamuni Pravarajithalingam Kamadaham Karunakaralingam Ravanadarpavinashanalingam Tatpranamami sada Shivalingam Sarvasugandhisulepitalingam Buddhivivardhanakaranalingam Siddhasurasuravanditalingam Tatpranamami sada Shivalingam Kanakamahamanibhushitalingam Phanipativeštitashodhitalingam Takshasuyarshnavinasanalingam Tatpranamami sada Shivalingam Kunkumachandanalepitalingam Pankajaharasushobhitalingam Sanchitapapavinashanalingam Tatpranamami sada Shivalingam Devaganarchitasevitalingam Bhavair-bhakti-virevachalingam Dinakarakoti-prabhakaralingam Tatpranamami sada Shivalingam Ashtadalopariveštitalingam Sarvasamudbhavakaranalingam Ashtadadritravinashanalingam Tatpranamami sada Shivalingam Suraguru Suravarapujitalingam Suravanapushpasadarchitalingam Paratparam Paramatmakalingam Tatpranamami sada Shivalingam Tatpranamami sada Shivalingam Tatpranamami sada Shivalingam Lingashtakamidam punyam yapate Shivasannidhau Shivalokamavápnoti Shivena sahamodate. Thank you very much. So I now hand over to Janavi for her short reading.
Sitaram.
Go ahead, Lord Shiva.
Lord Shiva, why does Lord Shiva has 3 eyes? His right eye is believed to be the sun. The left eye is the moon, and his third eye represents fire. His left and right eyes indicate the activity in the
Physical.
world. Often Shiva is shown with half open eyes,
Signifying.
the never-ending, ongoing nature of the birth and
Destruction.
of the universe. Sitaram.
So thank you very much, Tanaya and Janavi. We hope you all enjoyed tonight's Bachika Khan segment. Thank you and Sitaram.
Thank you all very much, and it was a pleasure having Janavi and her mommy joining us this evening. So we hope you all can continue to join us and be part of our Connecting Through Bhajans. And just a gentle reminder, our sessions are posted on YouTube. So you can go up on YouTube and search up Spring Village Mandir, and you will be able to get all our Connecting Through Bhajans that we would have posted so far. So at this point, we will continue with some bhajans and kirtans, and then Auntie Chancy will do her catechism this evening. So Auntie Chance, can you do the next song for us? Followed by Mrs. Ramdat, Auntie Chancy, and Mrs. Ramdat, and then my mom will do the other one. Thank you.
Namaste, everyone. What a lovely way to start our satsang. And it's very, very clear. It's 3 young girls. And we wonder about the boys, you know. This is a problem in our society. We are seeing it all around us. This is where parents come in. You have to urge and encourage and be there with your children, because we know where the problem lies. So it's such a wonderful thing that Janavi could join us today. And even I know children are in test mode, but yet still, you know, the time is dedicated to being here with us. And that is laudable. So I will do a chant to, of course, Lord Shiva. And just remember, everything that we do not only for ourselves, we also to help ourselves so we may help others. Let us focus this evening and try to put out very positive vibrations into the atmosphere. The world certainly needs it. Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Aruna Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Aruna Shiva. Akshaya Linga, Atma Linga, Akshaya Linga, Atma Linga, Tejamaya Vigraha Linga, Tejamaya Vigraha Linga, Iha par sukhdayaka, Isha, Iha par sukhdayaka, Iha par sukhdayaka, साई इह पर सुखदायका अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुणाचल शिव अरुणा शिवो अक्षयलिंगा आत्मलिंगा तेजोमय विग्रहलिंगा इह पर सुखदायका ईशा इह पर सुखदायका इह पर सुखदायका साई इह पर सुखदायका ओम नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमः 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 Namaste everyone.
Jai Sitaram, everyone. शंकर तेरी जटा में बहती है गंगाधारा शंकर तेरी जटा में बहती है गंगाधारा भोले तेरी जटा में बहती है गंगाधारा शंकर तेरी जटा में शंकर तेरी जटा में बहती है गंगाधारा भोले तेरी जटा में बहती है गंगाधारा काली नटा के अंदर काली नटा के अंदर जिमिदामिनी उजाला शंकर तेरी जटा में बहती है गंगाधारा शंकर तेरी जटा में गलमुंड माल राजे शशि भाल पे विराजे गलमुंड माल राजे शशि भाल पे विराजे डमरू बिनार बाजे कर में त्रिशूल धारा शंकर तेरी जटा में बहती है गंगाधारा शंकर तेरी जटा में शिव नाम जो उचारे सब पाप दोष तारे शिव नाम जो उचारे सब पाप दोष तारे ब्रह्मानंद बिना विचारे ब्रह्मानंद बिना विचारे भव सिंधु पार तारा शंकर तेरी जटा में बहती है गंगा धारा, शंकर तेरी जटा में, भोले तेरी जटा में बहती है गंगा धारा, काली नटा के अंतर जिम दामिनी उजारा, शंकर तेरी जटा में बहती है गंगा धारा, शंकर तेरी जटा में, शंकर तेरी जटा में। बोलिए श्री शंकर भगवान की जय।
Namaste, everyone. मानस भजले गुरु चरणम, दुस्तर भव सागर तरनम। मानस भजले गुरु चरणम, दुस्तर भव सागर तरनम। गुरु महाराज गुरु जय जय, गुरु महाराज गुरु जय जय। साईनाथ सतगुरु जय जय, सत्य साईनाथ सतगुरु जय जय। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, शिवाय नमः। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, शिवाय नमः। अरुणाचल शिव, अरुणाचल शिव, अरुणाचल शिव, अरुण शिवा। ओम अरुणाचल शिव, अरुणाचल शिव, अरुणाचल शिव, अरुण शिवा। ओम ओंकारं बाबा, ओंकारं बाबा, ओंकारं बाबा। ओम नमः बाबा, ओंकारं बाबा, ओंकारं बाबा, ओंकारं बाबा। ओम नमः बाबा, ओम नमः बाबा। मानस भजले गुरु चरणम, दुस्तर भव सागर तरनम। मानस भजले गुरु चरणम, दुस्तर भव सागर तरनम, दुस्तर भव सागर तरनम, दुस्तर भव सागर तरनम। Thank you.
Thank you all very much. So at this point, I'll pass over to Auntie Chancy for our catechism this evening.
Namaste again. So the last occasion, we were looking at the linga and how very significant it is on so many different levels. So Saneya and Jahnavi would have spoken very eloquently about the attributes of Lord Shiva. And in this same vein, and this is the beauty of our tradition, because as I would have said to you, with iconography, this speaks to human beings across the board, irrespective of, language. So the symbolism, when you look at the images, you understand it is speaking to us and it is giving us a message. And what is that message? One of the very important things about the linga, there are many things that have been said, but for our purposes, this is one of the most critically important points. Just as Om, that primeval Om, is a verbal symbol of God, the linga is a symbolic form of God. So just as Om is a sound symbol, the linga is a visible symbol, the most meaningful, the simplest and least endowed with any appendages or attributes. It is beyond all of that. And this is a very important point that we must understand. It represents that eternal Purusha. So we look at it and we say, okay, it's just a stone or whatever. The last time I was talking about the shape and what it means. There's no beginning, there's no end, you know. And in so many different ways, it's like the nirgun aspect of God, that formless form of God. So it is an illustration of the beginningless, the endless, the limitless. So, you know, we use the word, the Sanskrit word is Nirakara. So this is Nirakara. So we call this Lingodbhavam. And for those who worship Swami, you would know that every year Swami would produce a linga. So there are a couple of things that I wanted to touch on. And one very important is the meaning of Shiva. I would have discussed this maybe the last year when we approached Shivratri. Shiva represents, or it means, Ishvara. We would have spoken about this the last time. Tattvamasi, Aham Brahmasmi. When we look at this, we must look at it and think of God and understand that we have that connection. The word Shiva means graciousness, auspiciousness. Mangalam is auspicious. So when we say Sarva Mangalam, well, there can be nothing greater. You've run out of superlatives. And this is why you don't hear, you will never hear Shri Shiva. You hear Lord Shiva. So, because that would be, you know, redundant. Right? So, I want you to think of this. All of these things that I'm telling you, I want you to consider. Sanaya would have spoken a little bit about Nandi, the bull. And there are many different explanations. But this is something that Swami himself explained. Just as the linga is a symbol of the Lord Ishvara, Nandi is a symbol of us, the jiva, the individual soul. So just like Nandi, man should turn away from Prakriti and direct all his attention towards Ishvara only. This is why you have Nandi always looking at Lord Shiva. There are more meanings for this symbolism. No one should stand between Ishvara and Nandi. And so this is supposed to be us, that understanding. If we put ourselves in the position of Nandi, because that is what Nandi represents. One should have the vision of Ishvara by looking through the space in between the two ears of Nandi. Through sadhana, you only listen about Ishvara alone. So that all our animal qualities, when we do this, they are transformed into the divine qualities. As the Lord says, this is what He wants from us, to transform ourselves and to get in touch with our divine nature. So then we could truly say, Aham Brahmasmi. So the lesson of this particular symbolism is that man should try to merge with God, following the example of Nandi. And how do we do this? How do we do this? The four legs, what do they represent? Satya, Dharma, Shanti, and Prema. So these are the attributes that the qualities that we need to adopt. Truth, virtue, peace, love. And what does this mean really? This is what dharma is. Morality, ethics, righteousness. So, people look at it and there's some kind of, sometimes you hear some things about the linga and about Nandi, and you have to really wonder. So this is from Swami. Swami is explaining this. In the Tandava dance, remember, we look at Lord Shiva as the Parama Purusha, the eternal, absolute, divine. So that dance, we're looking at it, the cosmos is in a dance. It represents this. But it's in a dance that is controlled by intelligence. And what is that intelligence source? Of course, that Parama Purusha, that Adi Deva, that Mahadeva. So in this dance, it represents the exuberance of creation, but it also represents balance, equanimity, order. So everything speaks to what is around us and what we need to do. So we have Mahashivratri. We have all the Shivratris every month, but we have Mahashivratri. And this is a time when we really, just like every other auspicious period that comes, when we should try to get in touch with our inner reality, purge ourselves of all the negativity and all those negative qualities. You have persons who wax philosophically and lyrically to people, and then you meet them sometimes not very far away, maybe in another setting, and you have to wonder, wait a minute, is that the same person? So God does not sleep. God does not disappear. God is the eternal witness who listens, who sees, who knows it all. So when we say omnipotent, omniscient, it's not a joke. Omnipresent. And we have to understand this. So when you're tempted to do something that is not right, remember that all the time. Remember Nandi and what Nandi represents. Those four legs. That based on if we use that as the grounding, we are definitely going to succeed. those four legs and what they represent will have us standing tall and serve us in good stead as sadhakas in our approach, in our journey to the divine. So this transformation is, critical to our spiritual progress. So when we sing Shivoham, Shivoham, like, in the Nirvana Shatakam, Shankara's Nirvana Shatakam, this is what it is all about. It is not supposed to be an egotistical statement. In fact, it should be a statement of joy, a statement of liberation, because we're finally understanding who we really are. If it is only words, we are only fooling ourselves. So everything in our tradition, this is why when we hear Hinduism is a way of life, these are not just, cliched words. This is the reality. And we have to start remembering this. So every time we open our mouth to say something that will bring nothing good, no good result, be quiet. Don't say it. If you're going to act in a way that is going to hurt others needlessly, don't do it. So it's very simple. We have to do good. We have to be good. We have to listen to what is good. We have to speak what is good. Engage in what is good. And right there, we don't need to chant in Sanskrit. We don't need to know what the Upanishads say. We don't need anything more. That there in a nutshell is our tradition. Right there. And once you understand that and you continue to read, it only adds to the rapture, to the happiness, to the love, to the mindfulness, to that respect for all forms of life. Because what you have done for yourself, you will be like a beacon, like a luminary shining to inspire others and to assist and help others, because our tradition is not a selfish tradition. Our tradition is one that mandates that we see God in all and that we help. We help. We don't sit back. Help ever, hurt never. So with this, I would like to wish everyone a most beautiful, reflective, joyous Mahashivratri. Namaste, everyone.
Thank you very much, Auntie Chansi. So we'll have a couple more bhajans and then my mom will do closing this evening. So Mrs. Ramdat, can you do the next song for us? Then my mommy and Auntie Chansi will do the last one. Thank you.
Jai Sitaram again. Shiva Shankara Daya Karo Dukha Haro Shiva Shankara Daya Karo Dukha Haro Kripa Sindhu करुणा निधि हमरे, सागर पाप हरो, दया करो शिव शंकर, दया करो दुख हरो, बीच भंवर में नाव हमारी डोल रही, दुख की झनकारी हृदय में बोल रही, बम बम भोले नाथ, भक्त की नैया पार करो, ओ दया करो शिव शंकर, दया करो दुख हरो, पग पग पर विपदा की बादल छा रही, झूठी जग की माया में भर मारही, हे त्रिलोचन संकट मोचन, विपदा आन हरो, दया करो शिव शंकर, दया करो दुख हरो, कृपा सिंधु करुणा निधि हमरे, कृपा सिंधु करुणा निधि हमरे, सागर पाप हरो, दया करो शिव शंकर, दया करो दुख हरो, दया करो दुख हरो, दया करो दुख हरो। शिव शंकर भगवान की जय।
Namaste again. So the chant that I'm going to sing asks, appeals to Lord Shiva, the Supreme Divinity, asking most compassionate Lord to have mercy on us, to inspire us to do what is good. दया करो शिव गंगाधारी, कृपा करो शिव है त्रिपुरारी, दया करो शिव गंगाधारी, नाम मधुर शुभ मंगलकारी, नाम मधुर शुभ मंगलकारी, अलख निरंजन त्रिशूलधारी, अलख निरंजन त्रिशूलधारी, दया करो दया करो दया करो भोला भंडारी, दया करो कृपा करो रक्षा करो भोला
कृपा करो शिव हे त्रिपुरारी, दया करो शिव गंगाधारी। नाम मधुर शुभ मंगलकारी, नाम मधुर शुभ मंगलकारी, अलख निरंजन त्रिशूलधारी। दया करो, दया करो, दया करो, भोला भंडारी। दया करो, कृपा करो, रक्षा करो, भोला भंडारी। दया करो, शिव गंगाधारी। 1000 pranam, Swami.
Namaste once again. जटाधारी बन के त्रिपुरारी बन के चले आना, भोले जी चले आना। जटाधारी बन के त्रिपुरारी बन के चले आना, भोले जी चले आना। तुम आबर रूप में आना, तुम आभर रूप में आना। भूत साथ लेके मुंडी हाथ लेके चले आना, भोले जी चले आना। जटाधारी बन के त्रिपुरारी बन के चले आना, भोले जी चले आना। तुम भंगिया रूप में आना, तुम भंगिया रूप में आना। झोला साथ लेके बंग हाथ लेके चले आना, भोले जी चले आना। जटाधारी बन के त्रिपुरारी बन के चले आना, भोले जी चले आना। तुम जोगिया रूप में आना, तुम जोगिया रूप में आना। डमरू हाथ लेके नंदी साथ लेके चले आना, भोले जी चले आना। जटाधारी बन के त्रिपुरारी बन के चले आना, भोले जी चले आना। तुम मोहिनी रूप में आना, तुम मोहिनी रूप में आना। गंगा साथ लेके चंद्रमा लेके चले आना, भोले जी चले आना। जटाधारी बन के त्रिपुरारी बन के चले आना, भोले जी चले आना। तुम भोले रूप में आना, तुम भोले रूप में आना। गौर साथ लेके त्रिशूल हाथ लेके चले आना, भोले जी चले आना। जटाधारी बन के त्रिपुरारी बन के चले आना, भोले जी चले आना। ओ चले आना, भोले जी चले आना। ओ चले आना, भोले जी चले आना. Thank you. As we get ready to close this evening, let us prepare ourselves for prayer. Om mantrahinam kriyahinam bhaktihinam janardhanam yat pujitam maya devam परिपूर्णं तदस्तु मे। ॐ कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभाव करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि नारायणायेति समर्पयामि ॐ त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धु च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव ॐ शान्ति 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 हरि ओम. Namaste everyone.